Okay, so this is a very short video. It's more of a PSA or anything. If you've bought this telescope, the CS150 by Carbon Star, which is an excellent Newtonian telescope that I've presented on the channel before, there is something that you need to be aware of. And specifically, if you look at the focuser of the telescope, around here, you will see a small grub screw. So this little grub screw here, and there's actually an equivalent grub screw on the other side of the telescope as well, which you can see here basically. And what you want to make sure of is that those two grub screws are actually well tightened. And the reason for that is that a couple of days ago, I basically woke up after a night of imaging to see that my whole imaging train, so everything there had just fallen to the floor because I had used those two grub screws to rotate the focuser. And apparently I had either forgotten to tighten them enough afterwards, or they had gotten themselves untightened after a while. And it so happens that the flange of the base of that focuser is basically like a trapezoidal kind of shape, and it uses those grub screws to keep itself in place. And so it can fall if simply those two grub screws are not securely set. If they are securely set, then there's no problem at all. It's not gonna budge at all due to that trapezoid type of design. But take a moment, double check that those two grub screws are well and tightened, and take the opportunity to maybe recollimate the telescope, whatever you wish to do, just friendly like PSA on this point. For me, I noticed that everything was down on the floor. Fortunately, the cables actually seemed to have softened the fall, and I got a couple of cables that were broken afterwards, but otherwise everything else was fine. Yeah, it happened to me. I wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of it too if you have bought this telescope. That's it. I hope this was useful. Please leave a like if it was. Leave a comment down below if you have any other tips and tricks related to this little telescope here. And if you want to support the channel and you're planning on buying anything from Agena, High Point, Amazon, etc., if you do so after clicking the links that I have down in the description, it will help me out at no cost to you. If you want to sponsor this channel and directly help me make videos, you can join my Patreon as a supporter. The link is down in the description. Or you can join the channel as a member. It's the join button next to that subscribe button. My Patreon supporters, my channel members, you make the channel possible. Those videos would not exist without you. So thank you so much for your support. Anyway, with that, I hope this was useful. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, whenever you can, to look up at the stars, and I'll see you next time.